question is from Jennifer, and she asks, do you see anything around me?
So it's interesting, honey. You have family around you more than anything, so don't be freaked out, okay? It feels like a very loving, caring energy. It's nothing to be afraid of. So what I'm going to suggest to you is when you're feeling it, what you want to do is quiet yourself down and just tap in and ask, who is it that I'm feeling? It feels more like a grandmother energy, so it is family for sure, honey. Yeah, I'm not worried for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You are opening up, I hear too, though, so you might be a little bit more sensitive to things in your environment, and depending on places that you're at, if there is activity, you might feel it, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's a good thing. Right.
All right. Let's see here. This person says, my name is Aphrodite.
Oh,
do you see my cat?
Your cat? Did your cat pass? It feels like it's somewhere else. So not with you. Physically, but energetically is still with you. What I feel is it feels like you have actually 3 cats with you. So one feels like a familiar, the other 2 feel like they might be just cats you've had in your past. Yeah, I really like your energy, honey. You feel very magical.
All right. Okay, next question.
Mm-hmm.
This person says, hi, Nori here from Grand Prairie, Alberta. Can you please tell me if my dad is around me?
You know what? It's interesting. Your dad is around you, but you have somebody else that's with you that seems to be a little closer. So it feels like your dad comes in and out, and it feels like he visits 3 other people. So there's 3 significant people in his life, or was in his life. When he's around, there's a certain song that's playing, and he fiddles with your lights, is what I'm hearing. So pay attention to the music, is what I hear, okay? And he's going to make himself known to you, honey. Anytime that you want to have him come, all you have to do is just think about him and ask him to come visit you, okay? So I have some news, and we have a few people on now.
Yes.
So I haven't been on for a while because I have been preparing for a world tour. And so right now I am touring in Europe. So I am live from Europe, and I'm just putting out to you guys where you would like me to go so that we can do some meet and greets. So if you have any ideas, message me and let me know through my email on my bio. All right, next question.
One second here. Oh, we already have someone going, London, please.
Definitely on the list.
All right. Jeannie asks, will my son and daughter find their person?
Yes. It feels like your son is going to actually find first. He seems to be a little bit more open. It is within the next 3 years for both of them. They're going to find their people, okay? So don't worry and stress too much about it. And I feel like your son, for whatever reason, has had some stuff to let go of. And so as he works through that, the person that is meant for him is going to come in. Yeah.
All right.
Next question.
Oh,
did you remember to put a timer on?
I did, yes.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Rinlow4 asks, my grandpa passed in August. Does he have any messages?
So super proud of you, honey. And what I'm seeing is that he's visiting you at night. So if you have a book, like a journal, keep it beside your bed, because I feel like he's giving you a lot of information at night. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been dreaming with him. Anytime somebody passes, that happens. I see him standing in the corner of your room. So if you are drawn to that area, I'm going to tell you that's him. Okay, so it's nothing else. It feels like it's him, and he watches over you at night. It feels like very protective of you, honey. So he's just going to be there to protect and guide you. Okay. Yeah.
Could you just remind people not to spam?
No spamming. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And when I went over it, there wasn't that many people on. So how it works on my live, guys, is just ask your question. Give us a few minutes to answer. If we haven't responded, you can ask again. But there's always a lot of people on. So if you put your question in over and over and over again, then nobody gets their questions answered. Okay. So just put it in. Give us a few minutes, and then I'll answer. If it hasn't been answered, then go ahead and do it again. Okay. And then also, if you have an obscure username, just put your initials or hyphenate your name, make it smaller for us, okay?
All right. Next question.
Yes.
Lynette Wagon37 asks, do you know what my soul contract slash life purpose is? What will make me happy?
So honey, you're a helper. You have to be doing something that's helping humanity, whether it is, it feels like some type of speaking your truth. So counseling or social work or something like that, you have to be helping people. If you're not doing that, you're going to feel really unfulfilled. I also hear that you should be writing a book. So start that.
All right, Melly1717170
I like those numbers.
says, hi, can you tell me if I'm going to be opening up more with my spirituality and if my mom is with me?
So you're already open. What it is you have to learn how to understand the information that's coming through. So with you, you're also somebody who gets a lot of dreams. You need to be paying attention to your dreams and recording your dreams. But it's numbers I'm seeing are happening with you, and you get a lot of spirit activity around you. So you get a lot of messages from the other side. So you have to just start paying attention and really... I know it can be hard because sometimes it's like, well, is that a sign? Is that not a sign? But what I'm seeing is paying attention to the numbers, paying attention to the spiritual stuff that's happening around you. You're already open. It's just a matter of understanding the information, okay? And there's lots of free information online that you can find that will help you with that as well. You're also an empath, honey, so you're very energy sensitive, which means you're going to have to learn how to work with that as well. Okay.
All right. Marcel Marbella asks, should I do mediumship too? I do feel I get messages.
Yes, you need to practice it a little bit more and trust yourself, because you get a lot of information and sometimes you second guess it or you don't share fully what you're receiving. So it's just, again, more practice in sharing everything, okay? Get out of like your conscious self out of the way and just let the information flow. It feels more like you're afraid to tell the people the full information, and that's normal, by the way. We all go through that in the beginning. It feels to me like you're going to get really, really, really strong in it the more you practice it, okay? So just start telling people the things that is coming through for you, okay?
All right, next question. This person says, I'm Darini. Can you please tell me, have I met my soulmate or will I meet him?
So the person that you're with now is definitely part of your progress, but not your soulmate. So what I mean by that is it's somebody who's going to help open you up in a really big way, but it's not a forever experience, okay? So this is you've heard that a reason, a season, a lifetime. This person is a season, so it feels like they're going to be with you for a little bit, but it's really just to open your heart chakra because you've been hurt a lot, and this person's going to help heal that, but not your soulmate, honey. Your soulmate, it feels like it's coming in about 2 years.
All right, next question. Nikki asks, what should I be doing to feel most fulfilled?
Okay, so you're a very creative individual and you need to be doing things with your hands, which means you have to be creating. Whatever it is that you're doing, they're showing me you're doing it with your hands, okay? So whether it's making candles, doing health and wellness, that kind of stuff, but you're using your hands, okay? Creativity for you is the key to your success. If you're using your creativity, honey, you're going to be happy. Yeah.
Right. 1 second here.
No
okay.
problem.
This person says, hi, Amanda from Ontario. Is my grandpa here?
He definitely visits you, but I feel like not as much as you may want him to. So that being said, it feels like there's other people, again, in the family dynamics that he does spend time with. And it feels like when you're really low or you're really upset, he seems to be there and be more supportive than even when he was alive. So I do feel him coming in and out with you. You just have to be open and receptive to when you're feeling him, check in, ask. So when I say that, I mean, you sit and you go, okay, who is that? Who do I feel? Is that somebody I know? Is that somebody I don't know? If you get really anxious about it, it usually isn't the person you know in your life. It's usually a different spirit, but if you ask, you'll know right away. I do see a dog with him as well, so the dog is significant.
All right, we have a lot more people on. Do you want to go over the rules?
Sure.
Talk about your announcement.
Hello, everybody. So I have been gone, missing in action for a little bit, but it's because I've been preparing for a world tour. I'm currently in Europe, and I am doing a tour here, and I would love your feedback as to where you guys would like me to go. I heard London already is one of the places on the list. So if you guys want me coming to visit you in your area and do a meet and greet, I am open and receptive to doing that. So right now I'm currently in Europe. Now, how it works with my readings is ask your question, give us a few minutes. If the question has not been answered, feel free to ask again, but do give us a little bit of time in between because there is a lot of people on. And if you have an obscure username, please just put your initials or your name in with your question, okay? And go.
Diane Sidhu asked, I would love to hear from someone who has passed, my mom or dad.
So both of them do come through, and what I hear is your mom is the one, she seems to be allowing your dad to be the first one to come through. For whatever reason, I guess it feels sort of like the relationship needed some repairing or needed some strengthening, and so she allows him to come through first every time, honey. So when you are talking about them with the family, when you guys are thinking about them, thank you, honey. When you guys are thinking about them, they come through. They're always there for family things and are always going to be. I hear that your dad is super, super proud of you. So much love being poured on you, and they do visit you a lot during your sleep time. So again, you want to start really recording your dreams if you haven't been doing so, okay? But I do hear that they talk to you a lot in your sleep. And I do feel also your dad sits at the end of your bed. Hopefully that doesn't creep you out. I know for some people that's kind of nerve-wracking, but I do feel the pressure goes down on the end of your bed.
All right, next question.
Yep.
This person says, Maria here, my life has been extremely difficult this year. Do you see it improving?
Yes, honey, you still have a little bit more struggle ahead of you, but don't worry because this struggle is actually strengthening you for new experiences, okay? This is this year for you, what they're showing me is it's almost like your whole world has been flipped upside down, and it doesn't seem like you've been able to get ahead. And every time you go one way, it's like you get pushed a different direction. And you're like, but this is what I wanted to do. And it's your guides trying to help you to really focus what is supposed to be going on in your life, honey. So for next year, it does seem to smooth. And by the year after that, I see a lot of acceleration. So when I see that, that means that things are really improving for you in the next 2 years, okay? So don't stress too much about what's happening. It's really your guides are focusing you in a certain way so that you don't go down the wrong path, okay? So when you feel that resistance, don't try to force it, just go with the flow. That's how it feels, okay?
All right, next question. This person says, hi, Rachel from Montreal. Will I find a house next year?
Actually, you're gonna find it in 8 months. So keep that in mind and let me know when that happens. Yeah, you will find a house. It's gonna be perfect for you too. Yeah.
Okay, this person says, hi, Catherine here. Is my daughter with her forever love? Thank you.
Yes, actually, this individual who has come into her life, oh my gosh, total soul contract. I just got shivers throughout my whole body. These guys were meant to be together and they've had several lives together. You should be very happy for her because things are really, really good. And it's life for her over the next 3 years are only going to get so good. So good. I love it.
All right, next question.
You bet.
Jalen Marie asks, it was just my best friend's birthday, hoping to hear from her.
So, honey, you're kind of blocking that energy. What I hear is that there's a lot of signs and lots of information showing you that your friend is there, but you block the energy because you have so much doubt. So get out of your headspace. Don't worry about that and allow her to come in. What I'm hearing is, I don't know if she played music or what it is, but I'm hearing, it almost feels like a cello or something like that. And the information is you get in your own way. Stop getting in your own way and let things happen for you. Okay, so she's there to support you that way. Yeah.
All right. Tiffany asks, hi, are my grandmother and my angel babies with me?
Oh, honey, yes. Did you have 3? Because I see 3 babies with you. I also do see an energy around you that's wanting to come into your life. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's coming through you, but I see this energy coming into your life somehow, okay? Your grandma is very much around you and very active in your space. Whatever it is, she messes around in the kitchen a lot and she moves things around in your house. So when things go missing, it's her. It's interesting, eh? I don't know why ghosts do that. Why do spirits do that to us?
One sec here. Sorry, there's a lot of questions.
I see that. It's moving up.
Okay, this person says, my name is Jamie. How is my baby, grandma, and aunt?
So everybody is good, honey. And, you know, it's interesting because your aunt is actually the one that comes through. Oh, thank you so much. Your aunt is the one that comes through the most. And she feels so carefree and so uplifting energetically. So what I get from her personality is that she was always the one that took care of everybody. And if you were in a bad mood, you weren't allowed to stay in that mood. And it feels like she's still doing that. So be open to that, okay? Because whenever you're not feeling good, what I'm seeing is she's putting her hand right on you, and she's like telling you it's okay. You don't have to be like this. Just raise your energy. And she tells jokes a lot, which I find interesting. Even if you can't hear them, she's telling them to you. Thank you, honey.
All right, next question.
Absolutely.
Dawn from New York asks, will I get a promotion soon?
3 months is what I hear for you, okay? Just don't be pushy about it. Just allow it to come because you deserve it, okay?
Right. Could you just remind people not to spam?
Yeah, just ask your question, guys. No spamming, okay? Ask your question, give us a few minutes. If I haven't responded, ask again, okay? Thank you, guys.
All right. Julie asks, will I get clarity this month for my situation?
Yes, and there's somebody who's going to be coming in and helping support in your situation, honey. So don't hold all of the energy for yourself, okay? What I mean by that is don't be afraid to speak about what's happening, because it feels like you're too afraid to let it out. And the thing is, you need some extra support. And I do feel that there is somebody coming in the next couple of weeks that's going to help you move past what's going on, okay? Thank you.
Right. This person says, hi, beautiful. I'm Manny. Anybody from the other side?
So you actually have 3 spirits that visit you. One is a very slender, tall, blonde woman. And then you have a man, and you have another older woman that's with you. She feels like an aunt, but it could be a great aunt is how it feels like. She's older, considerably older. The blonde one that comes through, she's quite young. She's probably around 20, 30 years old, just from how she looks. And she seems to be the one that's kind of coming to you often. So you've been feeling and seeing things moving around. Trust that and pay attention to that, because that has been her coming in. All right.
All right.
Thank you, honey.
Rachel asks, will this pregnancy result in a healthy baby?
Yes, honey, you don't have to worry about that, okay? Definitely going to have, you have somebody on the other side who has been, and it feels like you've had a loss of a baby. So there's somebody on the other side who keeps showing me that they've been healing and they've been working to make sure that everything works out this time. Okay. So please don't be stressed out. What I always say to my clients who have fear about having a healthy baby is just meditate as you're going to sleep at night. Imagine yourself holding your baby and rocking your baby or nursing your baby or whatever it is, but see yourself with your baby and all of those worries will go away.
All right, next question.
You bet.
Chloe asks, will I get into the University of Florida?
Yes, yeah, there's no resistance. Actually, I hear that you're going to have 3 options. Yeah. That's fun.
Wait 1 second here. Okay. Scott Coronet asks, will I be successful in this new job I took?
Yeah, it's a stepping stone is what I hear. So you're actually going to go, you're going to advance pretty far. Yeah. So be proud of yourself, and you deserve what is coming for you. In the next 5 years, you're going up, 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 up is what I see. So yeah, definitely it's going to be successful. Thank you, honey.
All right.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much.
Okay, this person says, hi, Jamie here. Is my dad with me?
Yeah, honey. Your dad spends a lot of time with you. And what I'm seeing is there's a lot of physical. So I see him, sometimes he touches your hair, he puts his hand on your shoulder, he touches you quite often to let you know that he's there. You have been experiencing him and you aren't crazy. I'm going to say that, okay? So the energy that you've been feeling, and you know, even just like sometimes it just feels like your hair gets caught on something, that's him, okay? He spends a lot of time trying to let you know that he's still around, that you haven't lost him, okay?
Yeah. Right. This is a cute question. This person says, hey, Kelsey here. Should I get a puppy this year?
I always say yes. Yeah, it will work out for you, honey. And I don't know why, but the name Nikita came through.
Oh. All right.
That is a cute question.
Kader Samad or Kader Samad 76 asks, should I accept the job offer?
Yes, but you're not staying there for very long. So I see it's about 1.5 years, and then you're going to get a better position in a different company. Yeah. That's always a good thing, right? It's a good starting point, right?
All right. This person says, hi, I'm Terry. Am I having a girl? This is my first child.
So it's very feminine energy, but I think you're having a boy, honey. Which is good. It doesn't matter.
All right. This next person says, any advice for my mom? From Stacy.
So Stacy, you got to start relaxing and you have to start enjoying your life because you are so serious, is what I hear from your mom, okay? So start taking things a little bit easier just don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah. Main thing. Lots of love around you, honey.
So there are a few people asking how to get readings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that. So you can book a reading at RebeccaDragonheart.com. My link is also in my bio. There's some testimonials on there for you to see as well. And the readings are 45 minutes long. Okay.
All right. This person says, Denise here. Will I be moving soon?
Not as soon as you think, but yeah, you will be moving early next year.
All right. Claudia asks, will I have kids with Gregor?
I love that name. So I see 2 children in your future, but I don't think they're both with him.
Yeah. All right. This person says, Amanda here. Is there anybody watching over me?
Yeah, honey, you have, so first of all, you have your spirit guides. I see 3 with you. You have two males, 1 female. The female is your main guide, but you also do have family that comes and visits as well and protects you and helps guide you as well. Yeah.
Right. Oh, Crystal 19989 just said, just wanted to give you an update on my reading. I did meet someone, like you said, in the end of August.
Yay! Congratulations, honey. I'm very happy for you.
All right. Okay. Haley Solvasa asks, will my best friend finally be chosen to adopt this baby?
Yes. I don't feel resistance and I got shivers all the way up. Oh, yeah. Definitely a yes.
Great.
That was powerful. Holy. Thank you, honey.
All right. This person, Callie Rose, asks, is college in the cards for me?
Yeah, but you're not going to do it the traditional way, so it looks like it's more online. Yeah. Oh, thank you, you guys.
Okay. One sec here.
No worries.
Oh, she said I got chills too.
Oh, there you go. Literally went through my whole body. Yeah.
Okay, Sunshine State O' Mind asks, will a new job come through for me?
Yes, 2 months, honey. Okay, so don't be stressing. Just relax and allow it to happen.
Okay. One sec here. There's a lot of questions.
I see it.
Okay, Angel asks, is there a message my brother Kyle wants me to know?
So I'm watching out for you. That's the first thing that came through, and is always going to be there to protect you and make sure that the right people are in your life. Yeah. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so generous.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Okay, This person says, Tanya here, been a rough few months. I'm feeling energy and feel that my parents are checking in.
So there's a few people, honey, you have to clear out of your life. Sorry to say it like that, but you have some energy vampires and their family and friends. What I'm hearing is things are going to improve for you, but not for about 7 months, okay? So a little bit of back and forth with the energy. What I do see is you have a lot of support from the other side. It's not just your parents. I feel like there's grandparents and there's great-grandparents and there's a lot of people around you that are trying to help lift you up. It feels like there's kind of a cloud around you right now. Don't get overwhelmed, honey, because that's just temporary, okay? It will go away. Yeah.
All right. Mary Jane 8382 asks, my best friend passed in 2007. Does she visit me?
Often. And you know, it's funny because when you go out at night, she's with you and she seems to constantly enjoy going out with you is what I'm hearing. And she watches over you as well. Okay. She said something about your keys. So she messes with your keys or she does something with your keys and that's how you know it's her. And she also uses angel numbers with you, honey. So pay attention to the numbers. Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
Scroll up and it's like... Doop, doop, doop.
Oh.
All right.
I should have got a bigger glass of water. It's really dry in here. Okay. Share some of your water.
Okay.
Gracias. Thanks.
Okay. This person says, hi, Julia here in Toronto. Will I get pregnant in October with my upcoming IVF?
Yes, honey. You don't have to worry. And actually see twins. Ah. Yay.
Could you actually just remind people not to spam?
Yeah. So guys, if you can just ask your question and give us a few minutes to answer. If I haven't answered, ask again, but don't spam us, okay? Also, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do a one-on-one and you just book through RebeccaDragonheart.com, okay? It is first come, first serve though. Link in bio. That sounded weird.
All right. Dem from Switzerland asks, when will I make friends?
Oh, honey, first of all, you have to get out of your shell. So you've got to go out and you have to start really interacting with people. But I do feel like you have 3 people coming into your life in the next 3 months that are really important and going to be long-term friends, okay? Don't stress so much about it. I know it's hard sometimes.
The girl you said was going to have twins said, thank you. OMG, I'm actually putting in 2 embryos this time.
Yay!
All right. Okay, this person says, Elda here. Anything from my angels?
Yeah, so honey, you have a lot of change coming and it's going to feel a bit overwhelming in some capacity, but it's really good changes. And I do feel that there are going to be some things that are going to be leaving your life and doors that are opening up for you. Okay. So just start talking more with your guides, communicate with them more frequently because they're going to help you and you're not alone. Okay. That's the main thing you have to know. You're not alone. Yeah.
This person says, hi, Joyce here. Will I find a home?
Yes. So it's going to be about 4 months. Okay. Don't be too worried. I do feel that you're situated where you are, but you're going to find relief within 4 months is what I'm hearing. Yeah.
All right. Francina asks, will I find a good man soon?
8 months. I love your name, by the way. That's a beautiful name.
All right. Antonella asks, are my daughters all right studying abroad?
Yes, honey. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah. One of them is going to stay abroad, is what I hear. The other is going to come back. Yeah. You're welcome, honey.
Okay. Mrs. JDQ asks, will things get better for my sister Erica?
Yeah, it's a lesson is what I'm being told. So what she's going through right now, she has to shift her mindset and she has to shift how she's feeling about things. But things will improve. Yeah.
Okay. This person says, Jen here, will I win my court case on Monday?
It's going to be a half win, so you're not losing completely. That's the best way I can put it. It's not going to be exactly what you're asking for, but yeah, you're not losing completely.
Okay. Sorry, it just goes really fast.
I know it does.
All right, this person says, Taylor here, has my mom been around trying to tell me something?
So yes, your mom is there, and I feel like your great grandma is there as well. So whatever the connection that way for them, they've been trying to communicate with you. And what I'm hearing is that they're trying to help you with some stuff that's going on in your life right now that's kind of a struggle, and they're using numbers as well, but I see them also leaving coins and feathers with you. Okay, so you got to start paying attention to the numbers specifically. So when you're seeing triple numbers, or you're seeing 4 numbers, so like 11, 11, 12, 12, 10, 10, that kind of thing, it's really important that you look up on Google, just Google it, what does the spiritual number mean? Because you're getting a lot of messages that way from them. License plates and things like that, like the time. Yeah, it's very specific. They're very much looking out.
All right. Ashley Clark 89 asks, is the guy I'm seeing long term?
Yes. Not your forever guy, but very long term is what I hear. Yeah. There's lots of lessons to be learned here. Yeah.
All right. This person says, hi, my name is Gerda. Can you please tell me if a big change is going to be happening soon?
So you have a lot of stuff that's going on right now, honey, and what I'm hearing is, yeah, big changes, but you're having lots of little changes first. And I'm going to tell you this, by next year at this time, things are going to look a lot better. Okay. I feel that there's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure on you right now, and that's going to be gone by next year. Okay.
All right. This person, Christina, asks, am I pregnant currently? Taurus.
There's definitely an energy around you. You may not be yet pregnant, but you will be within the next month. Yeah.
All right. This person says, hi, I'm Jamie. Does my mom have a message for me?
So lots and lots of love is the first thing I hear. If you're not journaling, what I'm hearing is she wants you to journal. So she wants you to get this stuff out of your head and get it out on paper. Okay. What I'm hearing also is, you're not alone, honey, and you're never going to be alone. I'm always there with you. I'm going to be there for all of the milestones is what I hear. And I just got goosebumps as soon as I said it. Yeah. So you're not alone without her, okay? She's there.
All right.
Yeah.
Jenny 1951 asks, any news or signs from my dad?
So with your dad, it's so funny. Showing me cars. I don't know if he was a big car fan or like really liked cars, but that's what he's showing me. And the main thing is, it's like he's really protective of you, honey. So you don't have to ever worry about the wrong people coming into your life, because he will scare them away, basically is what he's saying. So he's a big bear that way. Like, I'm going to protect her and keep her safe. So you still have him around. Like it or not, I guess.
All right. Jacqueline asks, I feel strongly connected to this person. We are working on ourselves. Is it worth waiting?
No. Unfortunately, no. Because you're moving faster than they are, and somebody else is going to come into your life before they're ready for you, honey. Okay? So what I'm hearing is 8 months from now, you're going to find somebody who is more your vibrational match at where you are at. And keep working on yourself, because it's definitely worth it.
Okay, this person says, hi, I am Dinah. Does Peter have a message for me? Thank you.
So the main thing that I hear from Peter is, first of all, I've been watching over you and I'm not going anywhere. He almost feels like, I know, right? So it almost feels like I've become sort of a guide for you. And it's interesting because Peter's saying, oh, I've brought certain people into your life, and I've taken certain people out of your life. So there have been a lot of changes when it comes to your friendships and things like that. He claims that is him. The main message I hear is, I'm not going away. And you guys had a contract and you had a relationship that was, it feels like ended too soon. Like the connection ended too soon, and it physically did, but not energetically. So spiritually speaking, still around. That's the main message. Thank you, honey.
All right. Tandaman46 asks, hi, separated after 18 years of marriage. What does the future hold?
Oh, honey, you're going to be okay. I'm going to say this. It's going to take a little bit of time, okay? So don't jump into the next phase too fast. What I see is it's time for you to take care of you, and your right person who's going to be coming into your life isn't for 4 more years, okay? So that's okay. But take care of yourself here. You have a lot of healing and a lot of clearing you have to do, okay?
All right. Fifi_Jack says, hi there. Will I be going overseas for love or work?
Not yet, but I do hear within 2 years. Yeah.
All right. Teresa asks, will I buy a house this year?
Next year. Yeah. For whatever reason, it's not in the cards this yet. But I mean, next year could be as early as February, right? Or January. Yeah. It feels more in the spring, but yeah.
Do you want to just go over your readings again and your Patreon?
Sure. Oh, I forgot to mention the Patreon. Yeah, I have a Patreon account as well. I believe my link is in my bio as well. Yes, it is. Yeah. If you guys want to book a reading with me, one-on-one, it's done through my website, only through my website at RebeccaDragonheart.com. It is first come, first serve. I do book up really quickly after my lives, so if you are serious about getting a reading, book right away, okay? And anything else? No, that's it.
All right. Okay, this person says, I'm Charmaine. Will my daughters be employed soon?
Mm-hmm. So one of them is going to get the right career within 2 months. The other one, it feels like they're not getting the right career until about 7 months from now. So it's going to be temporary, or like the work that they're doing is just to pay the bills in the meantime, kind of thing. Yeah.
Right. Oh, that was weird.
What?
The screen just glitched.
Oh, well, that happens. It's TikTok.
Holly Mynan asks, do you see/hear my babies, please? Also, do you have any advice for me?
So, you have a lot of activity around you, honey. It's not just your babies. I feel like you are very open. When you're open with the third eye and you're open with that sense, and you've had this your whole life, you attract a lot. So some of it is your babies, and it is your family and things like that, but some of it is also other people. So you really need to check in and ask if it's something you want there or something you don't want there. I do feel sometimes you get some negative energy coming in, but that's just because you're just like so wanting something that you're just allowing anything. So you really need to raise that vibration and say, no, I don't want negative energy. I only want positive energy. And it's okay that it's different, spirits. It doesn't have to always be your family or whatever, but you just have to be very specific. You don't want to just be open to anything, and that's really how you feel right now, okay? So you really have to be careful about that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. This person says, I'm Patricia. Why can't I dream of my lost loved one?
You don't, it's so funny because you don't need to, honey. And sometimes you do dream. I feel you just don't remember a lot of it. What I'm going to say to you is have that communication during the day. So there's a certain technique that you can do where you take a photograph of the person that you want to communicate with, living or not living, okay? They don't have to be here, or they can be here at the same time. You look at that photograph until you feel that connection, put it down, get into a meditative state, and pull them up in front of you, and you can have that communication, okay? You're wanting it so much that you're blocking it from coming. And I do feel that you still get activity around you, but you're not really allowing them to communicate. And that's the problem. You're wanting it so much that you're holding on too tight. So just relax and let it happen. Meditation is the best way to communicate with our past loved ones. The easiest way, for real.
All right. Sarah asks, is my mom happy we're trying for another baby? She loved her grandkids.
Yes, and she's going to be there. Not when you're having the baby, or like making the baby, but when you're having the baby. We'll put it that way.
All right. Julie asks, or she says, Julie here in SC, will my oldest son stay nearby for college?
Yeah, I do feel that he's staying close. And it feels like some of what he's going to be taking is going to be online anyway. Yeah.
All right. Leah Teague, 8186, asks, do you see a relationship forming with Tina?
I see somebody else coming into your life, and it's going to be within the next 6 months. Yeah. Sorry if that's not the answer you wanted. It's Apollo, I think. Yeah.
All right. 1 second here. Okay. Okay, Eileen asks, Eileen here, will my husband and I move?
Yeah, next year it feels later in the year, so probably more towards the fall. Yeah.
All right. One second here. All right. Oh, it just went back up. Never mind.
I hate when that happens.
Okay. Shanice asks, anything for my loved ones, please, lovely.
Mm-hmm. So, honey, what I see is there's a lot of things that are coming up for you in the next 6 months. So, whenever you're feeling a little overwhelmed or stressed, just make sure that you're, taking time for you. That's the thing that I'm hearing mostly is you forget to do that sometimes, and you kind of go on autopilot and you burn the candle on both ends is what I'm hearing from your loved ones. So remember to take time for you and make sure you breathe, okay?
Tina0884 asks, I see a butterfly all the time. What does that mean?
So for you, that butterfly is actually your guides. And what I'm hearing is that it's reaffirming for you that you're on the right path. So when you're seeing it, honey, it really is just your guides telling you this is the right way to go, okay? Start making notes of when you're seeing it and what's going on in your life at that time. Because as you start getting used to paying attention to that, you're going to get clarity. Okay.
All right. This person says, hi, I'm Veronica. Is there someone watching over us? Thank you.
You have two people. Well, two guides is what I'm hearing. So a man, the name Mark comes through, and a woman, and it's Sophia or Sophie, something like that. They're both watching over you, and you do have family members that come in and out, but your guides have been really loud lately is what I'm hearing. So a lot of the activity that you've been feeling has been them trying to get your attention, okay? There's a lot of new things coming into your life over the next 3 months, so just be ready for that, okay?
All right. Amber Page Rose 3 asks, hi, my dad died when I was 6. Is he around me?
And he's always been around, but again, only when you need him. So it's not all the time. Sometimes you have you have spaces when you don't even think about him, and then there's times when you think about him a lot. When you're thinking about him a lot, it's because he's around. When he disappears out of your thoughts, it's because you don't need him, okay? It feels like you've had somebody else in that role for you, and that person is always going to be around as well, okay? Yeah. Thank you, honey. Aw, thanks.
All right. Sweet Mandy 8383 asks, hi, Rebecca. Any messages for me? Is there anyone around me? Thank you.
So with you, honey, you are starting to really open up, psychically speaking. You are an empath. You are so sensitive, honey. And it's really important that you start identifying what's your feelings and what's other people's feelings. That's the main thing that I hear for you, okay? So what I mean by that is here's an example of how other people affect you. You walk into a room of people who are in a really great mood, and all of a sudden you're in a great mood. Or you go into a room with people who are really depressed or sad, and you can feel that, and you feel like you're sad. Okay, so you have to start working on that because it's really affecting your life in extremes. So learn about being an empath and how to work with your gift. It's all controlled by your emotions. Yeah.
All right. Navi asks, any advice on my custody?
So don't hold on so tight. And what I always suggest with people who are trying to manifest something for themselves that maybe isn't what they think they can get is get into a meditative state, honey, and see it happening the way that you want it to happen, okay? What I do here is that you don't have to worry, okay? You don't have to worry and stress. Things are working out properly for you. Yeah.
Also, we have about 15 minutes
left. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Okay, this person says, hi, Rebecca. How can I connect better with my guides and deities? This is from Tiff.
Hi, Tiff. So first, just talk to them, okay? That's the main thing. People have a hard time doing that. Sometimes we are comfortable with it. We all have that experience where we're like, okay, seriously, who are we talking to? We're talking to our guides, right? So when something bad happens, we have no problem being like, what the heck is going on here? But when it's just talking to them, we have a hard time with that. And the thing is, your guides are always communicating with you. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, they're always communicating. So what I always say is start there. Start with, okay, show me that you're real, and you get to pick. So with me, I chose butterflies. I wanted blue butterflies. Show me blue butterflies. If I see a blue butterfly, I know you're communicating with me. And they started doing that. And the more they started doing that, then I started hearing them. And it comes in sort of like a pressure in the ear, and then it's like a thought. But the thought is not you. It's them, okay? So practice that. Tell them how to communicate with you. That is the easiest way for you to get access to your higher self and your guides, okay? So tell them what you want them to do. So whether it's like, show me a spider, show me the number 111. I don't care what it is, but you pick it. It has to be personal to you, and they will communicate with you that way, okay? Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Isabella asks, will Gabriel and I be in a committed relationship by November?
So what I'm hearing with you guys is Gabriel is a little bit slow to advance. You're ready now. You could be in a relationship now. I don't think it's going to happen in November. I feel like it's delayed. You may not be willing to wait as long as it might take, okay? So that's what I'm hearing. It may be that somebody better comes along, not better, but somebody more vibrationally ready for you. What I'm hearing is Gabriel's just slow on it. Yeah.
Bella asks, will I be moving? So many moving questions.
4 months is what I hear.
Okay, next question.
Yep. That was a fast one.
I guess so. Carly asks, do you feel any spirit energy around me?
So you have a lot of activity around you, honey. It feels more like it's the space, not so much you, but where you're living, there's activity. If you're uncomfortable with it, what I always say is burn some incense or burn some sage or whatever it is that you are, in your culture, what you believe. I personally like to burn jasmine. It's my favorite incense to burn, and it's great for clearing out negativity. Not that I feel that it's all negative, but it is the space. It's not you. Okay, so wherever you're living, it's activated.
Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany asks,
Thank you,
is
honey.
there a message for my daughter's father for her, please? Thank you.
Oh, yes, honey. So I'm always there. That is the first thing I heard. Ooh, and I just got the shivers from that. So he's going to watch over her. He's going to be there for her. He's going to be there for other big milestones. That's the main thing that she has to hear, okay? So he is there. And he's, oh, yeah, totally giving me the shiveries. Yeah. So there's lots of responsibility on his part. He feels responsible to be there. So even though he's not physically here, he's here. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
This person says, hey, I'm Jewel. Does my mama have anything to tell me? I really need to hear from her.
Oh yes, honey. So much love for you. And I don't know who the other female in your life is, but she shows that she's with you and somebody else, this other female. Lots of protection and love around you, honey. And if you ever need anything, is what I'm hearing, just ask. That's the funny thing is we never think to ask our family members to help us. Once they've passed on, we're like, oh, well, they're not a part of our life anymore. That's not true. They can still help you, and they can still be a part of your life. You just have to ask. So your mom really wants to help you kind of through the process of things, especially whatever's going on right now with you and what's coming up for you. She wants to be there to help you. So just ask her to help you. Yeah. Free will mandates it, actually, so you have to give her permission to help you.
All right.
Thank you, honey.
This person says, Penny here, do I have any gifts feeling so blocked?
Mm-hmm. So let me just put it this way. Your block is your emotions. So you have to start letting yourself feel, honey. What I'm seeing is your emotional chakra. It's almost like if you imagine putting a plug in a drain and it's just not letting things through. Okay, so it really comes down to your gift starts with your feelings. So you have to open your heart chakra, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is by letting yourself feel. Now, to do that, you have to clear away the past, and that's what I hear with you is what's happening. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that's happened to you in your past trauma, is what I'm hearing, that you need to clear. And it will open you up again, okay? And this here, it's already workable, is what I hear. So you're already able to hear and feel and see things. It's just that your emotions are what is blocking you. So you have to start feeling again, okay? I know it's hard because you've turned it off the way that you normally would work, and now you have to go back to the way you were prior to your traumas.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
This person says, "Hi, I'm Misty. Does my granny have any messages for me, please?"
So she's showing me cooking. She's itching my ear. So she loves the kitchen. I don't know what it is about the kitchen, but she loves the kitchen, and she's in the kitchen all the time. So anytime that you're in the kitchen, she's in there with you. I feel like cooking is something that she's like wanting you to get into, or she wants you to be like, she wants cooking to be a big part of your life for some reason. So the message, I guess, is enjoy the kitchen.
All right.
Thank you, honey.
Next question.
Yeah.
This person says, "Karina here. Will we get better financially, and will we ever get out or get our forever home?"
Yeah, 2 years for you, honey. Okay, so a lot of what's going on right now is setting up for the future, and I hear but within the next 2 years you're going to have your forever home. So it's not that far away. Okay, I know sometimes it can feel that way, but it's really not.
All right.
Thank you,
this
honey.
person says, "Hi, AJ here. Does my husband's grandpa have any messages?"
He doesn't actually come around as much, but when he does come around, it's really about the family. So he has been focused a lot on whatever's going on with the family right now. So there's some big stuff happening. My ear just started ringing. So he's there to support. If you guys need him, all you have to do is ask, okay? So again, it's giving permission for him to intervene and to help support you guys. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, honey.
We have about 5 minutes.
Wow, that went by fast.
All right.
So if you guys do want to book a reading with me one-on-one, just head to my website, RebeccaDragonheart.com, and you can book directly from the website, okay?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this person says, "Hi, Kristen here. Any messages or guidance for me from my angels?"
Mm-hmm. So, honey, you, again, are another person who's very sensitive energetically. So you need to start working with your energy. You need to start working with your gift. You are an empath, but I also hear that you hear things. So your clairaudient is the best thing. So write that down. Clairaudient. It means you hear things more than anything. So you need to start recording and paying attention to the information that's coming in, and work with your empathic ability, honey, because you are super, super sensitive. And they do show me you also having the ability to heal with your hands, which means you should be a masseuse, or you should be doing Reiki, or you should be doing anything that has to do with helping heal.
All right. This person says, "Hey, I'm Fleur. I just married my soulmate. Were my grandma and uncle there with us? I miss them."
You already know they were. And it's funny because that they're telling me that they visit you also very often in your dreams. Your uncle mostly. And I don't know, that connection is pretty strong and tight, honey. You don't have to worry about them not being there. They were there. Yeah. And they're going to still be there for all the big things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
All right.
All right. Are we done?
Let's do one more.
One more?
Yeah?
All right.
So just tell fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
Okay, while you're looking, if you guys want to book a reading with me, just head to my website, RebeccaDragonheart.com, okay?
Yes.
And it's first come, first serve. All right, got a question?
Yes. All right. Sarah asks, "Do I have spirit guides around me, and will I get a forever home soon?"
Yes.
Thanks.
So Sarah, you always have spirit guides, but what I'm hearing with you is you do have two. So you have a woman and a man. The woman is itty bitty. She's very tiny, very petite, very pixie-like, and it's Arabella or Annabella or something like that is her name. The man one, it's so funny. He's dressed in like old Greek garb, so it's very long ago, and he shows me like a scroll. So this is somebody who is very much about your intellect. So you're a very intellectual person. You tap into him quite often, where the other one not so much. I would really start to balance that, communicate with your guides a little bit more, okay? You're gonna have your forever home, I hear, about 2 years. All right, I guess that's it. So like I said, if you guys want me to come visit you, I am doing a world tour, And right now I'm in Europe, so feel free to email me at rebeccadragonheart44@gmail.com and let me know where you would like me to come and visit and do one-on-ones with you, or like a meet and greets with you guys. That's what I meant to say. If you do want to book a reading with me, just head to my website, rebeccadragonheart.com, okay guys? And you can book right from there. You can look at my testimonials, just see a little bit more about me and, you know, what I've been doing, okay? And love you guys. I will see you again. I will not be gone long this time, so it will probably be early next week that I'll be back on again, okay? I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye. Oh, hello. My thing is not working. And there we go.